Hello guys, there are mainly 3 question types for writing task 2, so let's just break them down. We have opinion essays, discussion and all opinion essays. We also have situation essays. Anyway guys, first off with opinion essays, we have do you agree or disagree? To what extent do you agree or disagree? Is this a positive or negative development? So first question, a big salary is much more important than a conducive work environment. Do you agree or disagree? So this is an opinion, question. So the way we are going to answer this question is to first write an introduction, which will include paraphrasing the question, writing your opinion, and giving 2 supporting reasons. You don't need the background, just start off with the paraphrasing the question. So moving on to paragraph 2, you first write your reason number 1. You explain it, give the example, give the effect, and link it back to your main idea, which was reason 1. So the formula is PEEL. Yes, the same as paragraph 3, you write your reason number 2, give the point, explain it, give the example, give the effect, and then you link it back so that it can make sense to the person who is reading. And then finally the conclusion, where you will have to summarize and then give your 2 reasons. Yes, that's it. So tips for opinion based, you have to stay on one side and keep the same opinion through the essay so that it can make sense at the very end of the conclusion. So the second category, we have discussion and opinion essays, where we have questions like discuss both views and give your opinion, discuss advantages and disadvantages and give your opinion, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? All these questions are asking for you to discuss and give your opinion. So one question in this category is, some people think that the government should provide free education at every level. However, some say that individuals should pay for their own university education. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Yes, how do we answer this question? Let's first break it down, guys. So first off, in the introduction, we shall have to paraphrase the question, like the question statement, and then we give the both views, the 2 supporting reasons of those people, and later on you give your opinion. Then moving on to paragraph 2. Paragraph 2, you have to give the first reason. Yes, that one which you don't agree with. And then you explain why those people hold that view or think like that. So you also give an example, give the effect, link it up with of course the point, and then give your opinion. So while stating your opinion, you can just say, I don't agree with this, that's all. So moving on to paragraph 3, obviously the same formula PEEL with triple E. You give your reason, and this is the one we should definitely agree with. You explain why those people hold that view. You give your example, the effect, and then you link it up, and then you say your opinion that you definitely agree with this. Yes, you definitely sideline with these people. So all this is included in your explanation. So last but not least, you give your conclusion, where you summarize both views of these individuals and later on state your opinion. So speaking of the tips for answering these questions in this discussion opinion category, first say what you don't agree with first and explain other people's perceptions, and then you have to develop both views. Oh guys, the last category, that's situational essays. Yes, there are questions like problem and solution, and then double questions. Double questions can include what are the advantages and disadvantages. Only that, these questions are never asking for your opinion. You're only discussing about situations. So giving your opinion is more of irrelevant. So an example of this question is, in spite of the advances in medicine, many people around the world still die of easily preventable diseases. Why is this the case? Question number 2, what can be done about this? So definitely this is a problem or solution question, and they are never asking for your opinion. So never include it in your essay, guys. Let's go. So when you're attempting such questions, you have to first start introduction by paraphrasing the question. Always think of paraphrasing, and then you give one or two problems plus a solution just in summary. Yeah, you can either give one problem or solution in the introduction. It all depends on how you want to write. So something to say about this, if they say what are the causes, that means it's plural, so you have to write two problems. If they say what is the cause, or what do you think is why is this happening, you can either write one or two, but it's better to write one problem and fully extend it. Yes. So moving on to paragraph 2, the same formula works. Peel. Yes, you first mention the problem, explain it, give the example, give the effect, link it up to the problem so that it can make sense. And yes, the same you do for problem number 2. State the problem, give the explanation, example, effect, and finally link it up to the point. So moving on to paragraph 3, same formula, it all works still. So this paragraph will be about the solution. This solution should be correlating to the problem that you gave in paragraph 2. Yes, should be correlating. The solution should be correlating to the cause so that your whole essay makes sense. So you explain it, give the example, give the effect, link it up to the point, to the solution. And then the same as you're going to do for what? For solution number 2, link it up to cause number 2, which you mentioned in the previous paragraph. So last but not least, we have the conclusion. Yes, you just have to summarize all your points. Yeah, but you can either just choose one problem and one solution. As for the recommendation is optional. So guys, some useful tips for answering situation questions. You have to answer both questions. You have to follow whether the question was saying singular or plural. Were they saying solution or solutions? Were they saying what can be done or what are the solutions? So you have to obey the instructions. Is it advantage or advantages? Yeah, you have to give in a few ideas, one or two, and fully expand them. Yes, last but not least, we have the quiz. So just identify where do these questions belong. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Discuss both views and give your opinion. What are the problems? What solutions can be done to alleviate these issues? What are the benefits and drawbacks? Is this a positive or negative development? What factors contribute to this? Is it realistic to expect these factors? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Yes, try to put them, whether it's opinion, discussion and opinion, or a situational question, and you'll be good to go. Yes, guys, that's all I must say.